Please don't crash. Please don't fail. Alright, let's begin. Alright, let's go.
Goddess of Victory, Nikke. Let's go, Talos.
Roger.
Let's go, Talos.
Roger.
Welcome to the Raise and Rebuild Workshop. Hope you put it to good use. Come again if you need anything.
Nice.
Thank you. Hope you put it to good use. Come again if you
How
need
many pesos
anything.
do we have of that?
Take as much
1,000?
time as you like.
Alright.
Welcome, fellow shopaholic. Another successful transaction. Thank you for coming. Are you looking for something? Let me help you. Let's go, Talos.
Roger.
You have my eternal loyalty, Commander. I feel so at ease being around you. You're the only patient who gets my TLC, Commander.
I'm into you? Who said that? You're the one who has a crush on me. You, me, best friends.
When you're lost, look to this lantern.
Fleeting as time may be, I cannot see an end in sight for me. Gravity?
I'll keep pushing some more. Too bad.
Dispatching now.
Bonjour! Welcome to L'Arena, the finest entertainment the Ark has to offer. Let's get this show on the road!
Today sure isn't your lucky day.
to break it to you, but this is the end.
Showtime for Noir and Flop! Let's work together! Don't sweat it. The squad's here.
No.
Everyone, make some noise. I am invincible. Let's go, Talos.
Roger.
Focus your fire. Fire everything we've got.
Actually won. You won.
Tear them apart.
Down with those who would threaten the kingdom. Completely fading. Strike. Come on! We can defeat
The
them!
winner, it's you! Ready? Alert! Tribune performance! Now, let the games debut! Behold, the season's rising star! Ready? Alert! Giving up so soon? Let's get this show on the road! Behold, the season's rising star! Now, let the games debut! The winner, it's you! Show me your potential, mon ami! Now, let the simulation debut!
Come on, guys. Turn those frowns upside down. I'm hiding.
Drop the beat!
Everyone will have a blast in Wonderland.
Let's turn it up!
Ah, like this. God, that's my sister.
Oh. Power rankings, I lead. So far though, I lead. I wonder why I'm still leading here though. There's no way that this person with better, probably not lucky. Let's see if we can push tribe power up.
When you're lost, look to this lantern.
Let me do this first.
Okay, let me make sure I'm getting all this. The optical camouflage has been installed without any issues, and we've successfully reclaimed a small part of the ground. During that process, you met a civilian riding the mother whale that had somehow altered its external appearance. Said civilian assisted you in battle, along with Mother Whale. He then gave you a map of the outside world far beyond the Ark. Am I missing anything? Putting aside the obvious, which is that none of this makes any logical sense, there was no way of knowing the veracity of the map. So I asked Burning Gum to verify its credibility. He got back to me with his findings an hour ago. It can be trusted. That's what I was told. The central government has long held intel pertaining to the outer reaches of the surface. The only issue was that we couldn't confirm certain details, and thus were unable to proceed with exploration. Anyway, when we compared the layout of this map to the current intel that we've collected, there was a 90% match. Multiple environmental scientists and terrain experts were also consulted to compare it with past data. They also came to the conclusion that this map can be relied on. Not only did you reclaim some of the surface, but you managed to obtain a credible map of the outside world without lifting a finger. That's remarkable. Now, moving on. Starting today, the Commando Squad will focus on missions related to surface exploration. First, we will dub the site you reclaimed Reclamation Site 01, and provide support both in terms of supplies and personnel. We have already started construction of an elevator that will connect the Ark with Reclamation Site 01. That site is to be your base of operations, from where you will explore the surface based on the information provided on this map. Anything you find will be of help. Resources, alternative food sources, plant life, etc. All I ask is that you keep your eyes peeled for anything and everything that will help aid the Ark. In that case, let's proceed starting from the closest area. Let's see. The site in closest proximity to Reclamation Site 01 is the Crystal region.
Crystal chain.
At the risk of sounding overly simplistic, my hope is that we'll be able to secure some minerals. I'll be sending the appropriate personnel to lend you assistance in searching this area. You'll also require a designated operator to support you. However, as you're well aware, the Ark is going through a bit of a rough patch. While I may not be able to send a lot of personnel, I should be able to organize a small elite team for you. One more thing. We plan on digitizing this map in the central government's database. Any objections? Yes. Don't worry about that. Are you planning on visiting the reclamation site now? Very well. Upon your return to the Ark, we will have a celebration in your honor. I will prepare everything.
I'm scared about that though.
I don't think you quite realize the gravity of what you've accomplished. This is something not a single person has been able to pull off in nearly a century. It's a deed worthy of commendation. So soak it in. You should head out. All quiet on that front. I've agreed to give them a low-tier TV channel in the Ark, and in return, they'll be providing us with all manner of knowledge pertaining to their skills. Nothing else has really transpired, to the point where it's almost too quiet. It's somewhat disconcerting. Ah, yes. There's one last thing I'd like to ask. Do you desire power? I understand that you've achieved some great things. Most of all, this latest accomplishment of yours. You've excelled in everything you do leading up to this, and it's culminated in your crowning achievement thus far. However, I can't help but find it a bit strange. I never pegged you for the ambitious type.
It's an opportunity, so.
You're not after power. You're after something else. Tell me. I see. That won't be easy. You'll face no small amount of opposition. Such things are inevitable in the Ark if authority is what you're after. However, if your mind is set on that, then I will do everything I can to help. Just don't be reckless. Yes? Helping those new to the game is instinctual for old warhorses like myself. And I like my stories to have happy endings.
And okay, go to the surface. Alright, let's just get rid of that because I might accidentally press it in the future. Pushing story.
Begins. Wake me up when the battle is over. What purpose will I possibly serve when the surface is recaptured? Enoch and I are apparently sisters, but I've never seen her before. Enoch and I are apparently sisters. Not looking good. Enoch and I are apparently sisters. Wake me up when the battle is over. I'm impressed you've made it this far. I'll give you that much. It's the final battle. Not looking good.
Keep the momentum going.
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
Okay, special interception time. Just delete this thing real quick. Make quick work of it. Not even think about it too much.
Down with those who threaten your eyes on what a student can do.
That's the first time that thing survived, huh? Makeover survived. What the?
All clear. A successful
That's weird. That's the
experiment
first time.
indeed. All clear. A successful experiment.
Ooh, rocks. Damn.
That concludes
Chapter keep
today's
getting all the rocks
lesson.
though. Okay. That's the case. Then I need to double check the Maini case and see who can I reroll today. Who I can reroll. Let me see. Let's go check my Red Hood. Charge attack damage, charge speed, ammo cap. Attack on the last line, elemental damage. You don't have to change that. Is this the one or this? Okay. So we lost one ammo cap line.
I'd love to hear any.
It's gonna be like we're gonna downbeat out to 8 or something closer, 8 or 9. 9 shots. Then we have to reload again. So that said, we did gain elemental damage. 20% elemental damage, which will make things a little bit interesting for my Red Hood. My Red Hood now has.
Everything gets better with it. Live long. Being alive is a blessing.
So, one attack line, 20%, 30% elemental, 2 turn class line. Okay, so, still needs a lot of work though. Lock this in and then roll. But they're all, pretty okay. Alright, let's push campaign. That's what's holding us back now. Pushing campaign while we wait.
Let's see. We've organized all the supplies that were sent up. The accommodation and other living quarters are all in place. I think we've covered just about everything that needs doing. I barely did anything. The ones who had to transport this stuff are the real hard workers.
Preach, sister. Manual labor is the really tough part.
I've been meaning to ask you, Shifty. Will you be helping us from now on? Yes! I've been officially appointed as a dedicated operator for the Commando Squad. I've worked alongside you all before, and I performed exceptionally well in the recent standardized operator exams.
You're not actually going to be joining us in person, are you?
No. It's still too dangerous up on the surface. If it weren't for the Ark, our job prospects as operators would be quite limited. Of course, you all have managed to do just fine without much outside assistance. But having a dedicated operator can make a world of difference. I memorized the map the commander brought, and I've assessed all the potential scenarios that might pose a risk. Naturally, since we are exploring uncharted territory, there is a high chance that something unexpected will occur. Even verbal support from my end could be a lifesaver during any unexpected situations. Also, perhaps most importantly, I can handle most of the commander's administrative tasks.
That certainly got your attention.
But I thought Rappy did all of your tasks for you.
Not all of them. Just most of them. Actually... My apologies, Commander. Bad joke.
Anyway, I won't be getting in your way, so don't worry.
Now that things are all set, I guess we just wait until the support troops arrive?
Yes, they should be arriving soon.
Can you give us any additional information on them?
There are 3 members in total due to arrive. 1 each from Pathfinder, hammer and drill, and electric shock.
What? Those are squads specializing in courier services, mining, and hardware development. I thought we were supposed to be getting help from the Scouts, Matisse, and Absolute.
Allow me to explain.
Commander, 10 o'clock direction.
I presume those would be the support troops. They must have encountered raptures on the way.
Roger. Okay, let's go.
Let's go, Bolt. Let's go, Bolt.
Oh, right, not there. I knew that.
I'll follow you closely, teacher.
Coming.
I'll follow you closely, teacher. Whatever. I'll just do what I can.
Why don't they fight?
Interesting.
Better reload. Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Better reload. Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Oh no, I was just getting into the groove.
Need more ammo.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Down with those who threaten
Your eyes on what a student can do.
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger. Come on, let's... Oh, right, not there. I knew that.
Bolt, follow me.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Oh!
Down with those who threaten
Your eyes on what a student can do.
Good.
Need more ammo.
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove.
Oh, down. Max power. Go! Feast your eyes on what a student can do. One more victory for Bolt and me.
Oh wait, I did press escape though. Okay,
Let's go, Talos!
Roger.
alright, let me play this, but I need to like put this on a different speaker. Go.
Let's go, Talos!
Roger.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go, Talos!
Roger.
Let's go.
Good stu- Okay, let's go.
Darn, there are too many of them. All the raptures in the vicinity must have been alerted by these ones.
I'm sorry. I tried to be careful, but apparently it didn't work.
Didn't we say we were gonna get off somewhere safe and hoof it for the rest of the journey?
Oh, that's right. Sorry, it completely slipped my mind.
You should have heard yourself hammering. You were sawing logs like nobody's business.
Huh. I was? I usually don't snore, but I guess I got comfortable.
I think your snoring was louder than the scooter engine. That's probably why the raptures came running.
Was it really that bad?
No, it wasn't.
Why didn't you wake me up?
I kept saying we should, but Liverin was all like, no, we shouldn't do that, and stopped me. And look where we are now.
I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. I take it as a point of pride that you felt so comfortable on Blue Hurricane. You also must have been really pooped to be able to fall asleep while we're up on the surface. It's all good.
Okay.
I'm sensing an opening in the ranks at 4 o'clock. Hammering, can you bust through it? You bet I can.
I'm gonna pound these chumps into dust.
Shouldn't we take it easy? We fired off the signal flare, so help should be coming soon.
If it means taking out more raptures, then I'm all for her doing her thing.
Is that how you feel?
Yes? Sorry, I didn't mean to be argumentative.
Don't worry about it. When can we expect the counters anyway? I feel like it's been a while since we let off that flare.
Based on our distance from Reclamation Site 01, if they're operating on an ordinary response time, they should be visible right about now.
Rapture spotted. Visual confirmation on 3 Nikkes.
How'd they manage to get themselves completely surrounded? Let's hurry and rescue them. You're good at this.
It's what I do.
Get lost. I'm busy. Better be good. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Down with those who threaten
Your
the
eyes
kingdom.
on what a student can do.
I don't know. I was just getting into the groove.
This uniform is so comfortable.
Down with those who
Let's
threaten
keep the momentum
kingdom.
going.
Woo! That concludes today's lesson.
Thanks for saving our necks back there. Are you the counters? Nice to meet you. Oh. You know Senti? She's my role model.
Not surprising.
Thank you. You really got us out of a jam.
You guys sure are good at fighting. You really live up to your reputation.
Shifty, please confirm their identity.
Okay, just a moment. Could you all look at the screen for a moment?
So you're the operator? Is this the screen I'm supposed to look at?
Yes, just for 3 seconds.
Ow! Oh, that hurts my eyes.
You better familiarize yourself with electronic devices.
It's not like I don't try. I just can't get used to them.
Done. These are the 3 who were sent to join you.
Okay, thank you. I'm Rappy, and this is Anise and Neon. We're from the Counter Squad.
Oh, trust me. We know your names. You guys are super famous. What an honor to finally meet the Counters in person.
Well, I don't think getting along will be much of an issue with us.
Could you give us your names and affiliations?
I'm Liverin from Pathfinder. Inside the Ark, I'm usually in charge of deliveries. But for this exploration mission, I'll be in charge of navigation.
But we have a map.
The map is only meant to be used as a guideline. I presume she'll be determining which specific routes we take based on it. She'll also be formulating potential escape routes in case of any emergencies.
Wow, impressive! I was wondering how to explain why a delivery driver is perfect for this mission. And you just nailed it. Thanks. You guys are the real deal.
Thanks.
I'm Hammering, from the Hammer and Drill Squad. If you're gonna be exploring the Crystal region, then you don't want to be without a miner like myself. Whether it's busting up obstacles or mineral analysis, I'm your man.
Not exactly the most original name.
Is the other member's name Drilly?
Huh? How'd you know?
Talk about a lack of imagination. I'm Eleg from the Electric Shock Squad. My forte is anything related to electronic devices.
Are we expected to run into lots of electronics where we're going?
You never know. Don't forget that humans used to reign supreme on the surface.
I see. There could be a lot of old facilities and stuff like that hanging around.
Precisely. How cool would it be if I waltzed into a factory, worked my magic, and got it back up and running again?
Wowee! Even imagining it gets me all excited.
You think so?
All right. Now that we're finished with the introductions, you should all return to the reclamation site. I'll brief you on the upcoming operation there.
Alright, so far, so good.
All right, not there.
I'll follow you
Alright.
closely, teacher.
Nothing really to talk about so far. Kafka's trending?
Let's go, my cutie!
Down with those who threaten
Your eyes on what a student can do.
right!
This is pretty close to our practice drills.
Oh no! I was just getting into the groove! Down with those who
Let's keep
threaten
the momentum
kingdom.
going.
Woo! That concludes today's lesson.
Let's go.
Coming. Okay, let's go.
Come on, let's go.
Let's go,
A
Bolt.
good student listens well.
Say what now? Eh? Okay. Like people are
Let's go,
slacking.
Bolt.
They say I'm slacking.
Have faith. I will protect my people.
Oh no! I was just getting into the groove.
Shut Why don't they just develop start down with those who
How long
threaten the
can you
kingdom?
withstand the hail of bullets?
What the? Better reload.
Oh!
Wait a moment.
Down with those who
How
threaten
long
the
can you
kingdom.
withstand the hail of bullets?
I was just getting into the groove. Better reload. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Oh no! Down with those who threaten the kingdom.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty. Coming.
Let's go, Bolt. No need to fear. Litter is here.
Better reload. Down with those who
How long
threaten the
can you
kingdom.
withstand the hail of bullets?
Oh no, that was simple enough. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Better down with those who threaten the kingdom. Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
Oh, right. Not there. I knew that.
Come on, let's go.
Coming.
Come on, let's go.
Believe in your king. Victory will be ours.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Better reload. Down with those who
How long
threaten
can
the
you
kingdom.
stand the hail of bullets? Need more ammo.
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
All right.
A good student. Let's go, Bolt. No need to fear. Litter is here.
Good. Down with those who
Let's
threaten
keep the
kingdom.
momentum going.
Oh no! I was just getting into the groove. Better reload. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Down with those who threaten the
How
kingdom.
long can you withstand the hail of bullets?
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
Coming.
Let's go, Bolt.
During the exploration mission, Liverin, Hammering, and Eleg will become temporary members of the Commando Squad. The commander will retain command as usual. Your goal is to explore what we are referring to as the Crystal Region. As you can tell from the name, it is a place covered with mysterious crystals. The area is quite extensive, so there is a high chance it might take some time for us to fully explore it. However, Spending too much time exploring at this stage is not ideal. So, you'll be conducting a cursory investigation. Other than rough topographical formations, the map doesn't provide any specific information, so we're short on details at the moment. However, considering the nature of the area, collecting the crystals would make the most sense. Even so, they should not be harvested recklessly without prior consideration. Only collect the crystals that you deem pose no risk.
I'll handle that. Minerals and I get along swimmingly.
That's not a mineral.
One glance is all I'll need to tell you if it's dangerous or not.
You look like someone who could do that sort of thing.
So, in
Yeah, even if
summary,
it's dangerous, she still hammers
you
on
are
it.
to explore it as wide an area as possible. And if it is determined that there is no risk, you will collect some crystals and return to the base. That's all.
Sounds simple enough.
I honestly thought it'd be something way more out there.
Since this is an unknown area, even the central government is exercising caution. The other reason for increased wariness is due to how each of you are very important and valuable personnel.
Gosh, what a compliment!
Yes.
One more thing before you leave.
What is it?
You must leave a minimum of 2 squad members at Reclamation Site 01.
What?
That, and other reasons, yes. In theory, the optical camouflage is a dependable safety measure. But this is the first time we're using it out in the field. You might encounter new variations of raptures who can see through the optical camouflage. It's also imperative that you are able to tend to any members who become cut off from the group during your search. If this place is left unattended, you'll be caught with your pants down if anything unexpected were to crop up.
Anise and I will stay. Of course, I'd prefer that all of us go together, but this is the situation we're in. Besides, these 3 have been dispatched here due to their proficiency in exploration. We, on the other hand, have no such skills in that particular area. And unlike Rappy, we're not incredible at everything we do.
Neon.
So it makes the most sense for the 2 of us to stay.
Well, this is awkward.
Huh?
Neon's right. Fighting is what she and I excel at. We'll stay here and hold down the fort. You all stay safe out there and come back, you hear? If anything happens, shoot us a message or fire off a signal flare. Okay? Commander, please don't say anything more and just go. Please? Go. Hurry.
Be careful, everyone.
But what if things go south here?
This is an important place.
I figured this was what would happen. Fine, but I won't be able to provide as much support as usual. Will that be okay? Very well then. Leave it to me.
Are you sure about this? This is the first piece of land we've managed to reclaim in a century. It'd be a real waste if we lost it again. Wow.
So cool.
Huh? What did you say?
Anise, Neon, get ready as quickly as possible. We're going as a team.
Well, if you insist, then who are we to refuse?
And here I was thinking I was gonna get some rest.
I'll be ready in a jiffy.
I'll be sure to pack lots of snacks, too.
You can leave this to me. Trust me.
Interesting.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Oh no!
Down with those who threaten the kingdom.
Need more ammo.
Better reload.
This is pretty close to our practice drills.
Down with those who
Let's
threaten
keep
the
the momentum going. Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
Next. Okay.
Let's go, Bolt.
Come on, let's go.
There's
Come on,
one
let's
over
go.
here.
Let's go, Bolt.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, right. Not there. I knew that.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, right. Not there. I knew that.
Come on, let's go.
I'll follow you closely, teacher. Let's go, Bolt.
Are you ready?
I'll follow you closely, teacher. No need to fear. Litter is here.
Down with those who threaten
Your
the
eyes
kingdom.
on what a student can do.
Reloading. Good. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Just a moment. Gotta reload real quick.
Better reload. Oh no!
Down with those who threaten the
Your eyes
kingdom.
on what a student can do.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
I'm stressed a little bit.
Come on, let's go.
Coming. Okay, let's go.
Get lost. I'm busy. Why don't they just develop something like...
Down with those who threaten the kingdom.
Right! Oh no! I was just getting into the groove.
This is pretty close to our practice.
Better.
Down with those who
Now we
threaten
must
the
focus
kingdom.
our attacks.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty. All right, not there.
I'll follow you closely, teacher.
According to the map, the area with the crystals is not too far from here. That doesn't mean, however, that it's necessarily close. Liverin will determine the route and guide you.
Calling it a route is a bit generous. We'll just be doing some light walking.
I have a question. When we're up on the surface, aren't we typically part of a squad?
Yeah, usually.
But you came up all alone.
Hey, you're right. That is a bit unusual. Is there any special reason for that?
My colleague Drilly is currently working a long-term gig. It's part-time, but the pay is out of this world, which you don't see every day, so she can't up and quit. If she requested to take time off, she might not be able to come back to that job.
You're telling me a part-time job is more important than this mission?
Yep.
I don't understand.
What about you, Alec? Why did you come along?
The Electric Shock Squad isn't really a tight-knit group. All of our areas of expertise are different, and none of us have particularly good social skills. So, we operate alone whenever possible. If we were to attempt to move together, it would only become more chaotic.
I can understand where you're coming from.
It was total pandemonium whenever I used to move around with both Matisse and Absolute. They were always talking, so much that I had to set them straight.
That's rich coming from you. Anyway, what about you, Liverin?
Me? Sorry to disappoint, but I'd rather not say. It's rather personal. I hope you don't mind.
That's fine. You don't need to share anything you're not comfortable with.
Yes. We talked a lot on the way here. I don't remember all the details, but suffice to say that the going is getting tough for every one of us. One small misstep, and we might be headed straight to the scrap heap. There's no work to go around.
The Hammer and Drill Squad specializes in mining.
Correct. The only thing is that all the available ore veins nearby and natural resources have been extracted. Groups like Mighty Tools focus on construction, so they're fine. There are always old buildings that need to be demolished and rebuilt. But the same can't be said for us. Once a mine has been tapped, that's the end of the story. In fact, there was a time our squad didn't have a single task for an entire month. We could disappear into thin air and it wouldn't make a difference.
So that's why the part-time gig is so important to Drilly.
Exactly.
So you volunteered for this because you needed a job?
Correct again. New lands mean new work opportunities. On top of that, a region which is rich in crystals is a place where a mining expert like me could really flourish. I'll be able to eat the finest food and buy the latest power tool models. That's why I volunteered.
It's always stressful when work dries up.
Have you also had times when work was hard to come by?
Me? Oh, yes. We're a transportation squad, but in truth, we're little more than glorified delivery drivers. These days, that work falls to delivery robots and drones. They don't make any human errors, and they do it safely and quickly. There's no reason to continue using us, where there's the chance of an occasional slip-up. Not to mention that we tend to be much slower than them. Everyone always talks about how machines are going to take our jobs away, but I never expected it to happen to me. Then again, we're machines too, so I guess it's machines taking away another machine's job.
Oh, the same. You seem to be doing pretty well for yourself.
Are you kidding? You'd be hard-pressed to find as penurious a Nikke as me.
But your scooter seems to be maintained pretty well. And you're always wearing the latest fashions. You're decked out head to toe in clothing that's both fashionable and serves a purpose.
Hey, you're right! Isn't that a new top from Octopus?
Consider it a business investment. If we dressed like bums, we'd get even fewer delivery jobs.
So, where do you get the money for this investment?
There are still some people who don't want to entrust their deliveries to robots. Loyal customers of mine.
I don't get it. Why use you when robots are objectively better?
Well...
It doesn't make any sense.
Hold on. I feel vibrations. Shifty.
Raptures detected up ahead. That was impressive, Rappy.
Yeah, totally amazing.
Super duper amazing!
Commander, I recommend that we aim for a preemptive strike. Roger.
She's moving like Red Hood.
Get lost. I'm busy.
Down with those who
Set your eyes on what a student can do!
Need more ammo. Oh no. I was just getting into the groove. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Better reload.
It's interesting.
Right. Better reload. Oh no. I was just getting into the groove.
Interesting.
Down with those now threatening to focus our attacks.
Need more ammo.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
Whoa! Amazing, right?
Feels like we're a band of rapture hunters.
Impressive. I've gone up against a few raptures in my time, but you guys are on another level.
I'm not gonna be forgetting that anytime soon, I can tell you that much.
Okay, okay. You're all making me blush. I'll only allow further compliments for the next 5 minutes.
We've been through a lot up on the surface.
You're the ones who defeated the members of Exotic, right? You also bested the Heretics. Seems like you really excel in cooperative battles as well.
What are you bringing all that up for?
Nothing, it's just... they seemed practically invincible.
Of course we're good at joint battles. We're good at everything. Especially Anise. Did you know that she goes by Fighting Bull?
Don't mess with the bull or you'll get the horns.
Anyway, you never answered my question, Liverin.
Huh?
You know, about why you'd ask a Nikke to handle a delivery when a robot could do it.
Can we just move on from this?
Sorry, no can do. We're on this mission together, and I want to know.
It's because robots are incapable of flattery.
Huh?
Many of our clients are high-ranking individuals. We deliver the requested items and make the handoff as dramatic as possible. We also read from the script that the client dictates. This is from so-and-so. May it be of assistance to you in your time of need. Stuff like that. People are always pleased to get gifts like this, and they usually end up gushing about this and that as a result. When that happens, it's up to us to do our best and match that energy. Because our clients are all high on the totem pole, it pays quite well.
And there are a lot of people who want this sort of thing?
Oh, many. A whole lot. There are a lot of people in the Ark with too much time and money on their hands and are craving a bit of excitement. It's because of them that we're able to maintain our vehicles and wear the nice clothes that we do.
I see.
Anyway, I'd like to hear your story too, Alec. Considering that we're on this mission together, I'd like to know more about you as well.
Well played.
I didn't mean anything by it. I just want to be a good listener, that's all.
The Electric Shock Squad specializes in electronic devices with a particular focus on hardware production and maintenance. I'm in charge of energy efficiency and energy utilization. The Ark is currently lacking in many things. And energy is no exception. I volunteered to come up here and try to figure out a way to resolve the energy crisis. Who knows? These crystals might end up proving to be a good catalyst. Does that answer your question?
Fine. I should have known that a professional like you would have had a suitably elevated reason for doing what you're doing. Not at all similar to a simpleton like myself.
Would you look at that? They only just met and they're already getting on like a house on fire.
Maybe so.
If that's how you read it, I'm happy for you.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Coming. Okay, let's go.
Today sure isn't your lucky day. Oh no, I was just getting into the groove.
Down with those who threaten the kingdom.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Better reload. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Better reload.
Oh, I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life. Feast your eyes on what a student can do.
Oh no. Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger. Are you ready?
I'll follow you closely, teacher. Time to show what a female student is capable of. Need more ammo. Down with those now threatening the kingdom. Out attacks.
Oh no! That was simple enough! Better reload! Why don't they just develop—
Down with those who
Let's keep the
kingdom.
momentum going.
All clear. A successful experiment indeed.
Come on, let's—
Do I have—
Right, not there. I knew that.
You should have visual contact soon. Exercise extreme caution.
Roger.
Oh, boy, my heart is pounding. I feel like my core is going to burst.
I feel the same!
There it is.
Eleg, run an analysis on the local vicinity.
Will do. No toxins present. Appropriate oxygen levels. No unidentified components. Nothing especially noteworthy, except for the fact that the alpha particle concentration is remarkably low.
All right, you're up, Hammering.
Gotcha. Looks like an ordinary crystal to me. It's awfully dense. Not terribly dissimilar from quartz. But there's something strange. Everyone, come take a look.
What is it?
Is it okay to get closer?
It's fine. The exterior surface is extremely smooth. So I don't think there's any gas or liquids coming out of this thing. Just to be safe, though, the commander shouldn't get too close.
Good call.
What an unusual pattern.
This reminds me of something. What was it called again? Damascus.
Is that some kind of curse?
I get it. Damascus. Very funny.
At least someone appreciates my jokes.
A word of warning, don't encourage her or else you'll end up regretting it.
But it was funny, really.
Continue hammering.
Looking at its exterior, it resembles something you'd see in the quartz family.
It seems like it has some sort of light flowing through it.
Yes, there is some luminescence there.
Is it natural?
Hard to say.
I was thinking the same thing. Should we take a moment to check? Electricity is flowing through it all right, and a whole lot of it.
Does that mean it's a machine?
The notion that electricity can only flow through man-made machines is a fallacy. It flows through living organisms as well.
This, however, doesn't appear to be a living organism.
Interesting.
What is it?
The tablet just shut off.
The battery ran out?
Why didn't you charge it earlier?
Just a second. I should have a spare battery.
I've got one too. But that's strange. I could have sworn it was at 80% only a moment ago.
Hammering. Can you glean anything else from the exterior of this thing?
Nope, that's about it. If it's all right with you, I was gonna collect a sample.
How do we go about that?
I'll crack off a small piece from the end.
It's a bit primitive, but it'll get the job done.
You betcha.
Please, go ahead then.
I suggest you step back, Commander. In fact, stand behind me.
You never know. There could be gas trapped inside this. Pieces could go flying once I break it.
What are you doing?
It makes more sense for someone bigger to stand in front.
Then why don't you go behind hammering?
She's too close to the crystal. It's dangerous.
I'd take a few more steps back if I were you guys. Actually, hide behind cover. There's no telling what could be inside this thing. The worst-case scenario would be that whatever's inside reacts unfavorably to oxygen and it explodes.
And if it does? What'll happen to you?
I've got a sturdy noggin. If something goes wrong, just make sure my head stays intact.
Roger.
All right, I'm going for it. Duh. It's much harder than I thought. This is way tougher than quartz. This is more like a diamond. Alright, I'm gonna really give it some juice with this swing.
Rapture detected. 400 meters out, heading straight for you.
What? This feels like it was planned.
Don't engage in combat near the crystal. We don't know what will happen if the crystal breaks.
Roger.
Time to show what a female student is capable of.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Down with those.
Let's keep the momentum going. Oh no! I was just getting into the groove. Better reload. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Down with those. Focus our attacks.
Lay off the tongue, Wolf.
Oh no! I was just getting into the groove.
All clear. A successful experiment indeed. Rapture fragments are flying towards the crystal.
Miss Hammering!
Did I ever tell you that I always wanted to be a baseball player?
Looks like you'll have to keep dreaming, Hammering.
Anise, get behind me! No, you get behind me!
It's too late. Get behind me, Commander.
Everyone get down.
Huh?
Nothing's happening.
That startled me. Yeah, my glasses nearly fell off.
That really scared the heck out of me.
Guess we overreacted.
Guess so.
What was that scream just a moment ago? Was that supposed to be some kind of signal?
Hard to say.
I'll check if any toxic substances were released when the crystal broke. I'm not picking up anything.
How does that thingamajig work anyhow?
It analyzes airborne particles. The range is somewhat narrow, but it's still quite useful.
Can you add that function to my glasses?
Depends. Are they traditional lenses?
No, they're display monitors.
Really? Then it's worth a try. I'll get back to you on that.
Cool! Then I can have supervision.
I hope not. The last thing you need is another thing to prattle on about.
I'll take one of these broken pieces.
It's not emitting any light.
You're right. If it's not coming from the circuitry, then where... No electricity is flowing through it either.
Still, we should take it back with us.
Are you sure? It feels compromised at this point, so, Huh? What the?
What happened?
Did you accidentally crush it?
With my bare hands? How could that be possible?
I think it'd be prudent to return and organize a separate investigation team.
Just a moment.
Mother Earth is impossible at my current
According
level.
to the map, there should be more crystals ahead.
What's your current level right now, Waffle?
Me too.
It wouldn't hurt to take a peek. We might be able to obtain a
181.
proper sample inside.
Maybe
We all
190
came here because we needed the
for
work.
no Doro
If we
overall.
return empty-handed, they'll
Ah.
send in another team to investigate.
There is a way though.
Then we'll be left jobless yet again.
Break the core.
We at least need to bring back a proper
Just break the
sample,
core, you win.
or some other kind of finding that will turn heads. If we go back like this, we'll just be labeled.
I think you can do it
incompetent.
though. I think you can break it.
And on a personal note, this is a completely new type of crystal we're dealing with. I'd hate to leave after just getting a taste of it. Whatever this thing
It's
is,
still there.
we could be the first to discover it. We'd be fools to pass up such a golden opportunity. Regardless of whether or not we collect a sample, don't you want to satisfy
3
your
red heart
curiosity?
bursts. 180.
I'm asking you,
So maybe level
Please.
200 or something.
don't make me beg.
I did clear
I
the
don't
whale
want
at
to keep living a
around
servile life.
220, but
mercy of
was
the whims
that was
and fancies of
pre
other people.
CP adjustments though,
I
so
don't want this to be my last
it was
hurrah.
completely different.
I need to make a name for myself during this mission. Of course, that poses a risk, but anything is better than crawling back to the Ark and having to
Not
stroke
to worry
other
about
people's
it.
egos day in
Time
and day
to
out.
build your CP and do
I'd
hard
rather
mode
die
instead.
up on the surface than return to that. I at least have some pride left in me. So please, I'm begging you. Let us explore a bit more.
It's pushing you to the places where you shouldn't be now. You're walled in hard mode. Oh no. Okay.
None, as far as we can tell. It's not toxic.
Yeah, this takes some time.
Isn't composed of any harmful substances.
It's
and
time
doesn't
to
pose
settle a
any
little bit.
risk of explosion.
If you've gone as far as you
Present,
can,
It's simply an ordinary crystal,
then
albeit
it is
with
what it is.
peculiar patterning.
Anyone die.
Roger.
I'll continue to provide backup.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, he knows.
Oh, right, not there. I knew that.
I'll follow you closely, teacher. Don't get yourself hurt, teacher.
Oh no! I was just getting into the groove!
Down with those who threaten the kingdom. Need more ammo.
Good!
Need more ammo. Gotta reload real quick. This is pretty close to our practice drills. This uniform. Down with those who
Oh, wow.
threaten the kingdom.
That's range. But you get the timing for the whale, right? That's all about the timing there, but if your CP is below and you don't have any like medium or during or something.
Down with those who threaten the kingdom. Need more ammo. Interesting. This uniform is so comfortable. Interesting.
Right! Reloading. Oh no!
I want to preserve beautiful memories of my campus life.
I'm sad I don't have enough good burst trees to make a third team. Take your time, guys.
That concludes
CP is
today's
120
lesson.
depending on who I bring. What's the CP requirement for whale though at the moment? What's the required CP for whale?
All right, finally.
Come on, let's go.
Let's see how strong I become.
Inflation stats.
Reload.
Down with those who threaten the kingdom. Need more ammo.
Hey, call that statflation, man.
Right!
It lends.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Oh no! I was just just getting it. That was simple enough.
That's absolutely great.
Down with those who threaten the kingdom.
And down. I should have all the...
Did you see that? I'm strong.
Lama.
My comrades are stronger.
Dude, like I played for. Currently, I have about 20 to 30% less than all the videos you watch. So you've been watching how the people have been doing it. Okay. The question here is, how's the overload for your Nikkeis? That's the thing.
Come on, let's
A good student listens.
Let's go, Bolt. Everyone, over there.
Because that's the problem that I faced. That's a problem that I faced with some of them. When I did my whale, I already have like 4 pieces on my red hood. I can't remember. But I don't have Dorothy though. That's the thing. Abnormal supporter piece. Sheesh.
Doesn't that look like a cluster of crystals to you?
Sure enough.
Let's go.
You got it.
One.
Elig seems awfully enthusiastic all of a sudden.
Now that we know the crystal isn't dangerous, we can carry out our investigation without stepping on eggshells the entire time.
She's motivated. That's something
The
you only
crystals
get when
are
your
not
back's against
dangerous.
the
That's a
wall.
lie.
But you seem even more motivated than her.
Me?
How did I clear whale?
Perhaps. My motivation consists of avoiding the worst-case scenario, so I'd say it's closer to desperation. Elig, on the other hand, is driven by the pursuit of knowledge, so it's a bit different for her.
Personally, I don't think
Hold
desperation
on,
is
did it be-
necessarily a bad thing.
I have a strategy that kinda works. I just need not to die from the orbs. Is it the first phase orbs? Hold on, I'm gonna go pee for a bit though. I need to go pee. Alright. Let's see that video. Wow, there's a lot. Oh, wow. Okay. Great. For now, they're all useless, especially the pilgrims, the pilgrim parts. The useless runs are abnormals. Not gonna lie, we keep getting abnormal gears, even though there's only like a couple of them, and some of us don't even like. Some of the players don't even try to go for the abnormals. Oh well.
True. When you're between a rock and a hard place, you tend to push yourself.
I have food right now. But take your time though. I think level 200 you should be able to like clear it easy. The CP inflation does show a lot. Don't get me wrong. But depending on the equipment that you have or your unique case, it might become
Exactly.
tough.
That's why we're coming along. To make sure no one stretches themselves too thin.
You're all far too kind to me.
There's a time and place for self-deprecation, and I don't think this is one of them.
I've been that way my entire life. It's the only way I know how to communicate.
Yeah. CP
Were you
inflation,
like that when
baby.
you were human?
I don't remember, but most likely. People don't change. Not really.
If you really feel that way, I guess I won't be able to change your mind.
I presume you feel that people can change?
Yes. Always.
When I tried whale,
talk
I
as
was
if
already
you've
level
experienced
200.
it.
But that was pre.
Over here, guys!
That was pre-inflation.
Coming.
Pre-inflation,
Yes.
pre-doll.
Despite her seemingly negative attitude, she is indeed interested in exploration. She's also the one who convinced us to continue with the search. Definitely. Although, I'm not sure what that may be.
Considering the recent incident with Exotic, I'd say it's well within reason to be wary. Just saying we should be cautious.
Roger.
Do you see this?
This is gruesome. Are you trying to figure out how this rapture died? You're made of tougher stuff than me.
Not that.
Look a little closer.
Yes.
Unable to detect any signs of life.
This is a bit much. It definitely isn't pleasant, that's for sure.
Elig, what are you...
Yeah. I think Wapol just push a little bit higher with the gear level.
What is this?
I'm not sure. It did this before.
Or
Did
you
the
can
crystal
upgrade all
glow
the
just
items
now
you
as well?
have.
Yes.
Could it be using the rapture as nutrients?
Did you also level up your tier 8?
I don't
Sorry,
think
tier 9
so.
non-manufacturer
Externally, at
ones.
least, the rapture seems unharmed.
Could it be some kind of virus?
Potentially, one that reacts only to a rapture. Nothing happened to us when we touched it.
Does this mean we could weaponize this thing?
How should I formulate the report? Understood.
Let's keep going. While we're at it, I should do some experiments. Hammering, Can you help?
Of course.
You can leave this to me. Trust me. Oh no! I was just getting into the groove. Better reload.
Down with those who
Let's keep the
threaten the
momentum
kingdom.
going. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
More ammo. Down with those who would threaten the kingdom.
Eating? They're attacking me.
One more victory for Bolt and me.
My god, has been pretty thirsty. No, this is mine, not yours. This is mine. No. I food. Open a bar of chocolates and then it's like me. No, it's
Okay, let's go.
Come on, let's go.
Ugh.
All right, not there. I knew that.
Whatever. I'll just do what I can.
Why don't they just develop something like an
Down with those who would
Let's
threaten
keep
the
the momentum
kingdom.
going. Better reload. Oh no! I was just getting into the groove.
This uniform is so comfortable. Down with those who would threaten
How
the
long can you
kingdom.
withstand the hail of bullets?
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
I'll follow you closely, teacher.
All right, not there. I knew that.
Ugh. Do I have to fight?
All right, not there.
A good student listens well. Let's go, Bolt. Time to show what a female student is capable of.
Oh no! I was just getting into the groove.
Need more ammo.
Better reload. Why don't they just develop
Down with those who would
How long
threaten the
can you
kingdom.
withstand the hail of bullets?
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Down with those who would threaten the
Focus
kingdom.
our attacks.
Better reload. Good. Oh no! I was just getting into the groove.
Need more ammo.
Down with those who would
How long
threaten the
can you
kingdom.
withstand the hail of bullets? Interesting.
into the
Pretty
groove.
close to our practice drills.
Better reload. Why don't they just
Down with those who threaten
Your
the
eyes
kingdom.
on what a student can do.
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove.
This uniform is so comfortable.
Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
Hey,
All right, not there. I knew that.
I'll follow you. Finally, let's go, Bolt.
Don't worry. I will protect you.
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Better reload.
Need more ammo.
Down with those who threaten
Your
the
eyes
kingdom.
on what a student can do.
Better reload.
Down with those who threaten the kingdom.
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Need more ammo.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Down with those who would threaten the kingdom. Now we must focus our attack.
Right.
Gotta reload real quick.
Good. Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Why don't they just develop
Down with those who would
How
threaten
long
the
can you
kingdom.
withstand the hail of bullets?
better reload? Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Better reload. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
This is pretty close to our practice drills.
One more victory for Bolt and me.
Okay, let's go.
sheesh.
All
Minute.
right, not there.
Are you ready?
I'll follow you closely, teacher.
Still under the 20% thing.
Get lost. I'm busy. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Better reload. Oh no, I was just getting into the groove.
Down with those who would threaten the kingdom.
Good. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
All clear. A successful experiment indeed. Let's go.
Are you ready? Then
All
let's...
right, not there. I knew that.
Don't get yourself hurt, teacher.
Why don't they just develop something like that? Was simple enough. Oh no, I was just getting into the groove.
Wait a moment.
Better reload.
Down with those who
How long
threaten the
can you
kingdom.
stand the hail of bullets?
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Down with those who threaten the kingdom.
Oh no! I was just getting into the groove! Better reload! Better reload! Right! Oh no! I was just getting into the groove!
Down with those who
Keep
threaten
your
the
eyes
kingdom.
on what a student can do!
One more victory for Bolt and me!
I'll follow you closely, teacher.
Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go.
Come on, let's go!
Let's go, Bolt!
Okay,
Are you ready? Then let's...
I'll follow you closely, teacher. I can't believe I'm already about to graduate.
Better!
down with those who threaten the kingdom.
Right! Oh no! I was just getting into that was simple enough! Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Oh no! I was just getting...
Down with those who
How
threaten
long
the
can you
kingdom.
withstand the hail of bullets?
Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
I'll follow you closely, teacher.
Okay, let's go.
Are you ready? Then let's go.
All right, not there. I knew that. Don't worry. I will protect you.
Reloading.
Better reload!
Down with those who
How
threaten
long
the
can you
kingdom.
stand the hail of bullets?
Right! Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
This is pretty close.
Oh no! I was just getting...
Down with those who threaten
Feast
the
your eyes
kingdom.
on what a student can do. That concludes today's lesson.
Come on, let's go.
Finally. Okay, let's go.
I'll let you know what Miss Hammering and I have turned up so far. These crystals absorb the energy of anything they have physical contact with for an extended period. If the crystal touches anything that has energy flowing through it, it'll suck it dry and proceed to expand. The reason for this expansion seems simple in that it allows them to occupy a wider surface area. Do you all recall how my tablet ran out of power before? It wasn't a charging issue. The crystals simply drained the energy from the tablet.
Do you have any evidence to support that theory?
I ran several experiments with my backup batteries and got the same result each time. Completely drained. I even touched the crystal myself, and sure enough, my core output dropped ever so slightly. If I had kept my hand on any longer, I would have ended up like our Rapture friend from earlier.
You experimented using your own body? Your pursuit of knowledge is unmatched.
I did pay a price for it, however. Notice anything unusual?
Oh my goodness! What are all those holes in your hand?
How did you notice so quickly? Anyway, yes, there is a preponderance of small holes on my hand.
Have any of them pierced all the way through?
Yes, or at least they attempted to do so. These crystals clearly wanted to absorb all of my energy and chose to use my hand as an entry point to my core. Once I removed my hand from the crystals and cut off the power supply to it for a while, I was okay.
But what if there's a fragment or something left over in your hand?
There's no need to worry about that. I've conducted experiments which cover that. Hammering, could you explain?
Of course. These crystals absorb energy from other sources and store it inside.
And they then convert into electricity.
Yes, which explains why they've got electricity coursing through them. The disintegration we saw earlier is when they run out of electricity. Think of it like a plant going without water. They're dying because of a lack of nutrients.
In other words, my hand is fine because I cut off the nutrients.
Another thing of note. The isolated fragments crumble, but the ones stuck in the ground seem to be fine. So I did some digging. The crystals are all interconnected.
So, all the crystals in this area are connected underground?
Seems like it. Just like tree roots.
So that means...
There has to be an origin point for these bad boys. I propose using a rather simple method to find it. Let's say we run into a particularly large crystal shard up ahead. If we cut it in half, one half will shatter, whereas the other half will remain intact. If we proceed in the direction of the side that remains intact, we might end up reaching the source of all these crystals. Also, while further investigation is required, I have a premonition that there is a flowing current within the crystals. Suppose these crystals are like the roots of a tree. Then, nutrients will circulate inside, with the reference point being their center. We can do this. I'm sure that we can find the origin point of these crystals.
I think it's possible as well.
Good question. The only thing for sure is that they're here, and so are we. So, it's up to us to find out why and how it is that they came to be here. One thing is for certain, they didn't occur naturally. They were clearly placed here intentionally by someone.
Let's see how strong I become.
Oh no! I was just getting into the groove!
Down with those who threaten
Your eyes on what a student can do!
Better reload! Better reload! Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Oh my god, I might actually need an electro unit here. Okay.
Did you select me?
My god. Okay, we have no other electric units except for Maid Putty. That's actually built. Somewhat built, not completely built, somewhat built.
No need to fear. Litter is here.
Oh no! I was just getting into the groove! Better reach down with those who threaten the kingdom. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Oh no! Oh! Down with the...
Become tastier.
Let's keep the momentum going.
This is pretty close to our
Better reload. Better reload. an infinite magazine. Oh no! I was just getting down with those who threaten the kingdom. Did you see that? I'm strong, but my comrades are stronger.
All right, not there. I knew that. Help coming.
Come on, let's go.
Let's clean up this mess and go back.
Oh no! I was just getting into the groove. Why don't they just develop something like it? Down with those who threaten
Your eyes on what a student.
Starting to feel the heat.
Have
Okay.
faith. I will protect my
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Oh no! I was just getting into the groove.
Down with those who threaten the kingdom.
Power attacks. Better reload. Oh no! I was just getting into the groove. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Better reload. Sorry to break it to you, but this
Down with those who threaten the kingdom. Securing victory for their subjects is a king's duty.
I'm going.
A good student.
Come on, let's go. Today sure isn't your lucky day.
Down with those who threaten
Your
the
eyes
kingdom.
on what a student can do.
Oh no! I was just getting into the groove. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Down with those who threaten the kingdom.
Right!
For a maid, this was a piece of cake.
Come on!
Is this the sort of thing I'm...
All right, not there.
Okay, how far can I
knew
push
that.
this? I'm getting tired again.
I think here is good.
My spine.
Since there's only one way in?
Precisely. And the entrance is quite wide, which makes it suitable for a campsite.
I'll go deploy the decoys then.
You know how to do that?
Of course. I may not have been up to the surface as much as you, but I'm not completely unfamiliar with it. Also, my role is to trace the best route for us, so I'm good at picking the best spots to set up the decoys.
All right then. I appreciate you doing this.
I'm just doing my job. You don't have to make it sound like I'm going out of my way.
Let's go together.
I'll be fine. You should rest.
It's okay. It'll go by quicker if we work together. Then we can rest. Shall we?
Okay.
Are we sleeping here?
Yes.
Yes, but that's not what I'm worried about. You never know when or where those crystals might target us.
There aren't any nearby.
Are you sure?
Positive. As long as you don't go to sleep hugging them, you'll be just fine.
Okay.
Are you always this on edge?
Naturally. It's the best way to increase your chance of survival and success. Exercise caution and strike at the opportune moment.
Sleeps already like a log.
I also noticed that you fall asleep in no time flat. And you snore like a jet engine. It won't be an issue. I wasn't planning on sleeping anyway.
Getting some sleep would be a good idea.
It's okay. I got plenty of sleep before coming here. I'll keep watch so you all can catch up on your shut-eye. It's that obvious, huh? It's an incredible thrill to finally lay my own eyes on something I was told about endlessly during the mission briefing. Do you think I'm getting too emotional about all this? Huh. So that means you like me?
Typical master. Just blurting out whatever he feels.
What?
We'll take turns keeping watch. I'll go up first. Should you find yourself unable to sleep, we'll keep watch together.
You don't mind?
Yes, Commander? All quiet. Surprisingly so. I didn't expect the optical camouflage to be this effective. I was about to enter standby mode anyway. We'll be monitoring Reclamation Site 01 in alternating shifts, so don't worry. As did you, Commander.
Mr. Commander, may I see that? The operation device. How long have you been using this? When was the last time it was maintained? It's on its last legs. The connections are about to fall apart, and the parts are all worn out.
Sure.
Would you mind if I make a few repairs?
No.
Just a moment.
No. Oh God.
Finished.
What?
I didn't think I'd get found out that quickly, but you've got some eagle eyes on you. This is Boom, a classic FPS. It's the father of all modern FPS games. The entire file size is only 28 megabytes, but it's still more fun than most of the games out there today. If it's got a screen, you can run Boom on it. It's just common sense. Well, it's the truth, so don't you forget it. By the way, this is more than just a title screen. You can actually play the full game. Although, you don't have a controller. I'll make one right now. Let's see. Gotta get some spare parts. Are you sure? It's really fun. I also installed it on Miss Rappy's weapon adjustment correction screen.
What?
What?
Not bad, eh? Like I said, if it's got a screen, I can install that game.
Please erase it.
What are you doing? Oh, some delivery requests just came in. I was dealing with the customers.
You sure are busy.
Just trying to survive. I'm just happy I got work.
How often do you have to work?
It depends. We usually tend to get pretty bogged down during the holidays. But other than that, it's scattershot.
Must be tough. Are you done dealing with your customers?
Yeah.
Then let's head back. We should get some sleep so that we're well rested tomorrow.
All right.
There's just one thing. As far as I know, there aren't any holidays coming up anytime soon. And yet, you're still so busy?
Well, like I said, it can be pretty random. Guess I got lucky.
Really? Glad to hear it.
Yeah. Me too.
What's going on?
Neon.
What is this? My eyes are acting strange.
What's wrong?
Some kind of game is taking up my vision.
Huh? There's a game screen on your glass lenses. Boom! Why is that ancient game...
Is this some kind of cutting-edge VR technology? The graphics look a bit outdated for that, though.
Oleg.
I upgraded your glasses while you were sleeping. I've given you the honor of being able to play a masterpiece of gaming up close and personal.
I don't want a game. I want supervision.
Actually, I meant to ask you, where did you get those glasses anyway?
These? I've had them for as long as I can remember.
They're extraordinary. The frames are made of cutting-edge and lightweight materials. The lenses are in fact a high-performance visual display. I've never seen anything like it. The internal OS has a ludicrously large capacity, and it's being utilized to the max. There was barely enough space left to install Boom.
I have no idea what you're going on about, but can you just get rid of this game and bring my glasses back to normal?
Just tap the top of your frames twice and it'll shut off.
Can you make it so that I can tap the sides? It'll look way cooler that way.
I'm telling you, you should look into that eyewear of yours. They're no ordinary pair of glasses. What's that on that wall over there?
What's wrong?
What is it?
Over there!
Huh?
Could they have moved over here?
Don't be absurd. Crystals don't have legs.
Maybe they have detachable legs?
Ugh. At this point, I don't think that's totally outside the realm of possibility.
Huh. Maybe the crystal formations were already here, and they've only just now popped out since we were here for a while.
You mean they move in order to consume nutrients?
I've been thinking, and these things seem less and less like a type of ore.
What are they then?
Don't they seem more plant-like to you? It has roots, dies as soon as it runs out of nutrients, and actively moves towards acquiring said nutrients. If that doesn't describe a plant-based life form to a T, what does?
It all checks out.
Just as a precaution, I'll contact the Botanic Garden Squad. I'm on good terms with them.
That sounds like a good idea.
Commander, how should we proceed? Roger.
Get lost. I'm busy. Oh no. I was just getting into the groove.
Down with those who threaten the kingdom.
Better reload. Oh no. I was just getting into the groove. Why don't they just develop something like an Infinite magazine? Better reload.
is harder than I thought it would be. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. After this, we're gonna take a break. But
That's a lot of trash
might end
to
just end
take
the,
out.
I might just end the stream
Oh no, I was just getting into the groove.
just to reset the entire because
Down
now
with those who
Now
threaten to
something
use
out
I'm
of
not liking the whole thing now.
Better reload. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Oh! Down with those who would
Let's
threaten
keep
to
the
use
momentum going.
This is pretty close to our practice drills.
Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine? Better reload. Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Oh no, I was just getting into the groove. Why don't they just develop something like an infinite magazine?
Down with those who would threaten
Your
to
eyes
use
on what a student can do.
Alright then. Alright. Let me go ahead and rest up now.
For a maid, this was a piece of cake. I'm going
I'm gonna
in.
continue this later. Hopefully I can get some good night's sleep. Yo. Alright. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to those who lurk and just hang out. I'll be going now. Bye.